All right, welcome to the Witch's Brew. I'm your host, Amanda. I had a completely different episode planned for today that's already recorded, already edited about cleansing, and that will lead into next week's episode about protection. But something is happening with my Adobe account, and I cannot download the file to save my life. So I'm going to try all that I can, but I feel really, really called to record and release an episode about the combination like Lionsgate portal that's happening on Friday, August 8th, and then the full moon in Aquarius that's happening August 9th. So it's kind of like a big back to back kind of thing. And this is also leading us into our eclipse season that starts kind of with the new moon on the 22nd. This story is actually kind of wild on how I got to this point today, including seeing a full body apparition. But we're just going to jump into it. I will be very honest with you and apologize in advance. This will not be edited the way Chris edits it, because I am literally just going to be recording this and then posting it. So, welcome. I guess it wouldn't be Mercury in retrograde with a full moon without a little bit of chaos. So here we are. So let's talk about the Lionsgate portal. Now, it happens every year on August 8th. It is a big, big day for manifestation, for spell work, for journaling, whatever you practice. All right. I actually started my preparatory work for this maybe like a week and a half ago. So if you haven't, like, that's totally fine. That's just what I was called to do, so I did it. All right. If this is the first time you're hearing about the Lionsgate portal, that's also fine. Okay, there is still plenty of time to do stuff. Now, the portal technically opens today as I'm recording this, which is August 7th. All right. And goes through, honestly, with the full moon, I would say August 10th or 11th. All right. That's probably when the energy is going to be the most potent. We'll get to the full moon and why that's important as well. But let's kind of keep talking about Lionsgate. So it's called Lionsgate because we are in Leo season. Leo as a sign, it's ruled by the sun. It likes to be seen. It likes to be heard. It likes to speak its truth. So if you've been feeling called to those things, that is probably why. Leo season, the way it's been affecting me, I started a whole new makeup routine. And I'm still looking for more makeup recommendations. There's been a bunch of stuff. I've recorded a bunch of content. I've been doing a lot more journaling, a lot more manifesting, a lot more spell work. All right, that's just how it's been affecting me. And the Lionsgate portal is kind of like this peak in the energy, not to mention the angel number 88, which is about abundance and prosperity and success. Now, that kind of leads me into the full moon, which is happening the next day on Saturday, the 9th. This full moon is in Aquarius, right? And Aquarius is known for like out of the box thinking. It's known for determination and being ambitious. So with this energy paired together, the Leo energy and the Aquarius energy, this is honestly a really big time, and it is also leading us into our eclipse season, which I'm going to talk about working with eclipses in 2 weeks. All right. But this eclipse season is a really great time to work with the eclipse energy because Jupiter is involved in Cancer. We have like a moon in Virgo. Like it's just, it is very much like, if this is your first time working with eclipse energy, like you kind of can't go wrong because something is bound to go right for you, period. All right. So again, that's just a little bit about each. I've said it before. I will say it again. I am not an astrologer. One of my favorite astrologers, I actually have one of her videos pulled up right now, Valkyra Verder. That's VALKYRJA space VORDR. Again, that's VALKYRJA space VORDR. She's on TikTok. She's on YouTube. Her videos are amazing. She's a fantastic astrologer. If you want more of a deep dive into astrological things, she hasn't really talked about the Lionsgate portal, but for astrology things, for working with the full moon, like, she's your girl. She is very good at what she does. I will always sing her praises. Now, if you are busy, if you do not have time to plan anything, right? There's a lot of factors that can go into whatever. Life gets messy sometimes. I get it. So if you do not have time to work with like the Lionsgate portal energy or the full moon energy, please don't stress out about it. Okay. We're going to go through some easy things that I plan on doing or that I have been doing. And we'll also talk about some spells and things like that. All right. So let's talk some easy stuff first. And you can do these in conjunction with one another. All right. Probably the easiest is going to be writing down your manifestations, writing down what you want. And I'm hearing to be specific in what you want and to think big. All right. This energy is big energy that we are working with. All right. So please do not play it small. Because if you really go for it, if you really ask for it, I think you're going to be surprised at what happens. Probably sooner rather than later. I guess that's what the spirits want to say about that. So, writing down your intentions, literally just journaling them. You don't have to burn them or whatever. You might, I don't know, sleep with them under your pillow or carry them with you. All right. Whatever works for you. Probably the easiest. So sorry, my microphone died. So probably the second easiest would be to infuse your daily routine with your intentions. For example, I make myself a latte every morning. So this past week, I've been really focusing on ingredients that will that have the intention, I should say, that have the intention of bringing in money or bringing in wealth. So oat milk, cinnamon, pumpkin. Lots of pumpkin spice lattes have been consumed in the last week. So if you are not a coffee drinker, which is fine, or if you don't like those ingredients or don't have them, also fine. You can do that with your food too, or with the products that you are using. So for example, I have my Aveeno lotion that I use every day because that seems to be the only thing that works for my body while I'm pregnant, and that has oats in it. So oats are great for abundance. I have shampoo that has rice water. Rice, also great for abundance. Get what I'm saying? So research the products that you have, the ingredients that are in them. You don't have to like do a deep dive on all of them. That's not what I'm saying. But research the things that you are using, even the scents that you are using, and that is going to go a long way. So when you apply your lotion, think about what intention you are trying to set, etc., etc. You can also do this in the meals that you are making. Okay. I have been craving a lot of Italian food lately. So tomatoes, basil, great for abundance and prosperity and wealth. Thyme, great for courage. Oregano, also great for money. Right? There are so many things that are great for money if that's what you are looking for. But if you're looking for like relationships or self-love or, love in general, anything with rose or roses, buying yourself flowers and setting intentions for those flowers. Pink sea salt, great for self-love. This is a great time. I mean, it's summer where I am, and a great time to eat berries, which are great for love. Apples, also great for wealth and great for abundance. Right? Take the things that you're already doing and turn them into something that works for you and works in your favor. If you don't do it every time, that's fine. If you can't do it every time, that's fine. I made lunch today and totally forgot until after the fact. Again, whatever works for you. Let's talk about some spell work. And again, it kind of depends on what intention you want to set and what you want to call in. All right? If you are doing any sort of candle spell, yellow is going to be great because Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun is yellow. Okay. Also, if you want to work with colors in your clothing as well, research the intentions behind those colors. Green is for abundance. Orange and brown are both great for road openings. Pink and red are great for love. Blue, serenity and peace of mind. Same with jewelry. I'm not so sure about silver, which is crazy because I wear a lot of silver. But I know gold is really good for wealth and abundance. All right. But anyway, spell work. If you have time to do like a legit spell, however you do your work, this is a fantastic time to try to fit in a candle spell, either Friday or Saturday on 8/8 or 8/9. Some of the things that I'm going to be doing and I'm kind of waiting until tomorrow to do them. I'm taking this yellow candle right here. I'm going to write 8s in them, probably on 2 sides, and I'll probably try to do at least 3 on each side. I might try to do 8 just because, 8, 8. I'm going to be covering this with basil, cinnamon, things that are attracting or have the intentions of the things that I want to attract. All right. It really depends on what you are trying to manifest. All right. Use what you feel called to use. I'll also be using oats. I'll also be using rice. I'll plan on, once this is set and lit, taking a sheet of paper. Sorry, I actually have pendulum writings on this one. Take a sheet of paper and write down the things that I'm calling in, and try to write them down 8 times. Right? So this is when you can get real specific, right? Amounts of money, the type of person you're calling in. If you are calling in a relationship of some sort, if you are manifesting a new job, the type of job that you want, or better yet, what you want to have by getting whatever this job is. So that takes a little bit more thought. But again, be specific and think big. Think big. So if you are currently in a job where your salary is, or what you're making, I should say, throughout the year is like, I don't know, we'll say 45,000 US, and you are getting sick of that job and want a new one, instead of calling in like 50,000, try 60,000, 70,000, all right? 75,000 even. Go bigger. When in doubt, go bigger. All right. I will talk about some of the stuff that I've already been doing. I already talked about kind of some of my most basic practices that I've been doing, the lattes, the infusing meals with intentions. I also did a healing spell earlier this week, actually, a couple days ago, to kind of purge myself of the things that are holding me back, which is another great thing that you can do on Lionsgate and the full moon in Aquarius. I also did similar to what I will be doing, where I'm writing down what I want and then burning the paper. I think I forgot to add that part. I did something very similar where I did a wealth spell, and I put in some Abre Camino for road opener, and then again I wrote down specific numbers on the kind of income that I want, the kind of money that I want to bring in, followers that I want, like very specific numbers. And then each time I did a set of those, I burnt them and let them kind of fizzle out in my cauldron. So again, I will be doing something very similar, just with a yellow candle this time. For the full moon in Aquarius on Saturday, I will be trying my best to make moon water. I think I also want to take a bath, do some sort of bath ritual, while I can still get in and out of the bathtub without extra people needing to help me up. But I think I'm going to do something like that. A lot of journaling. I plan on also making different types of baked goods, again, that call in the intentions that I want. I've been doing a lot of inner work as well with my relationship to money, with my fear of being seen or perceived, which honestly I've been doing the work on for over a year now. I've been doing a lot of inner work, confronting a lot of those shadows, confronting a lot of that ancestral trauma, healing it, or trying to heal it as best as I can, and like keep moving forward. This would also be a great time for divination. But seriously, if you can't do anything else, at the very least, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you write down your intentions. You write down what you want to call in. You write down the things that you want to feel, the things that you want to experience, and go from there. If you can't do anything else. A lot of people will make a really big deal out of this on social media, and it is really potent energy. Like the energy, even this morning when I woke up, has just shifted. It just feels different. So I get why people are making a big deal out of this. If you feel called to do a multi-step program with someone, great. All right. I'm sure it'll be a great experience for you. You do not have to do anything specific like that. You don't even have to do any of the recommendations that I have. If you have something else that you would like to do, that you feel called to do, go ahead and do it. There is always, always, always a reason. Okay. I love you so much. I really hope this helps. And I'm going to go ahead, edit it, post this, and try to get that cleansing episode up for you as well. All right. I will see you hopefully soon, if not definitely next week. Bye.